So a couple of weeks ago, our power slider door here on the right hand side of our 2005 Honda Odyssey, the cable snapped on it. I routed the cable inside so I could still drive it, but let's see if I can get a clear shot of the cable end there. Probably not. But that cable is coming from right around there. And so this is my attempt to repair it. I've seen other videos online that show the motor for older models, like a 2001, 2003, the motor's right behind this panel. So my first attempt is going to be to figure out how to get this panel off, because that is how I'm going to be able to get to the motor and get access to both cables that are in there. One of the other problems that occurred when the door stopped working is because that cable snapped. You can see I tried to cut the cable here. Because that cable snapped, the door won't open all the way anymore. It stops at this point. And I can feel resistance right in this area. At least that's where I'm thinking the resistance is. So it really boils down to trying to figure out how to get that cable completely out. Now, I think I had this panel off once before when I installed my electrical wiring and my trailer hitch. I pulled up this back little plastic here, and I think that part of this here I think that is where my electrical for my trailer brakes are. But I'm also thinking I need to take this tail light off so that I can access this panel and get that panel completely removed. So I'm going to attempt to do that one first. So with that loose, hopefully we pop this tail light out. Alright, there the tail light's out. There I exposed that bolt, so I'm going to pop that bolt. And I think the other bolt is somewhere in there. I think it's somewhere. Not exactly sure. We'll see if we can find it. Alright, now with that hardware out, I did find that there was a screw right in here. I got that from the other side. Got that bolt. And then I was trying to pull on it, still couldn't get it to come off. And I read that it's slotted, so it's got to slide forward, and then the whole panel comes off, just like that. Alright, now that's where the cable needs to go through. So that's where this cable, right here, it snapped from coming out of that spot right there. So, now we're on to the next section. So that other screw was right there. I can almost see it. There's a white piece of plastic right there. I decided to make my life easier here, and I snipped the cable there. And this door won't open all the way, and you can see what happens here because that cable gets tight and stops. So I think to make my life even more easy, I'm going to snip that cable. I'm going to plan on replacing both cables entirely. Upon further review of other videos online, I have determined that what is actually the problem is, yes, it is those cables, but they are hardwired, I believe, into the motor that is, I think, here. And I think that motor assembly is like $250, $650, something like that. So guess what? The door opens by hand, closes by hand. Welcome to the early 1990s, family. This is your van now.